a future of our own design. Imagine that. You know, Steve and Nathan insisted from the very beginning that I be deeply involved in this process from the start, and I'm really glad that I did. It's been quite a journey. It's been a great adventure. And I can assure you that the National Council is committed to following this strategic direction. As I've said before, you've heard me say many times, the stakes are just simply too high not to put in our best effort. You can count on me to hold all of our teams at the national office accountable to demonstrating our commitment to the strategic direction that we're asking all of you to join us with. And if you see, this plan represents more than just figures and measures and goals. It represents a new attitude, a new way of thinking about scouting, the role we play in shaping America's youth. With the right attitude, this plan has the power to change the world. We've said that before, we've said it often. But to help me explain what I mean, I've asked Brad Lichota to join us. Come up on the stage here, Brad. Brad is 19 years old and presently serves as the National Chief of the Order of the Arrow. And guys like Brad, go ahead, give him a round. Guys like Brad are critically important to our organization because they represent our potential to build men of character and integrity. If we're to succeed in the second century of scouting, we must be willing to listen and learn from young people like Brad, just as we hope they will listen and learn from us. But as I said, it takes a special attitude to achieve this. So, Brad, what do you have to say about that?
Julius Caesar, at a young age, captured 800 cities and conquered 300 nations. George Washington was appointed Adjutant General at 19 and won his first battle as colonel at 22. Galileo was but 18 when he saw the principle of the pendulum. Steve Jobs started at Apple Computers at the age of 21. E. Erner Goodman, the founder of the Order of the Arrow, only at age 24. These men, I believe, are fine examples of the potential of youth.
But Verdi, an Italian composer, at 85, produced the famous Ave Maria. At 79, Oliver Wendell Holmes, the great American jurist, wrote Over the Teacups. The Italian, again, statesman and Prime Minister Cato began his study of Greek at 80. The English poet Tennyson wrote Crossing the Bar at 83. Baden-Powell founded scouting, this wonderful movement, at the ripe old age of 53. These men, I believe, are a fine example of the fact that people continue to accomplish great things even in our old, later years, Brad.
Youth is not a time of life.
It's a state of mind.
Nobody grows old merely by a number of years.
We grow old by deserting our ideas.
Years may wrinkle the skin, but to give up enthusiasm wrinkles the soul.
Worry, doubt, self-distrust, fear, despair, these bow the heart and turn the spirit back to dust.
Whether 60 or 16, there's in every human being's heart the love and wonder.
The sweet amazement at the stars and starlight things.
The undaunted challenges of events.
The unfailing childlike appetite for what next.
And the joy of the game of living.
You are as young as your faith.
As old as your doubt.
As young as your self-confidence.
As old as your fear.
And as young as your hope.
And as old as your despair. Age is not a barrier that divides us from each other.
It's a bridge over which God grants us the grace to cross.
None of us can look ahead and understand the journey of those who've come before us.
But we can look back and learn from the challenges those behind met.
The secret of our success does not lie in forcing the young to be old.
It lies in each one of us allowing our hearts, our minds, and our souls to stay young. Only then can we truly understand each other.
Only then can we truly prepare each other for what's next.
Separately, we've accomplished great things, but together, we can, and I promise you, Brad, I promise you with all my heart and soul, we'll get there. We'll welcome the second century in together and kick it off great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Godspeed. Let's make it work. Thank you, Brad. That's what they do in politics, right?